My video for December the 9th, 2019 is video number 3299. The title is Beyond Human Comprehension. I can no longer accept the idea that I am truly intelligent. It has nothing to do with my IQ or ability to communicate ideas. I simply cannot figure out why a supposedly loving creator would even allow a world like the one we call Earth to even exist, a world where alleged leaders seem evil. As I keep saying, just about everything has been inverted. What is accepted as truth in typical circles pits people against one another in a battle over whose lies are right. No lie is right, nor can a lie ever be true. We've been told we live in a free will universe. Just try to exercise free will that challenges the corrupt system. I did to some degree. I thought I had a right to travel freely, a human right. I had my car taken, spent time in jail, and had to pay to even get my own vehicle returned for personal use. Even when I owned my inherited home, they took it from me without compensation. Who are they? They are corporate criminals who turned human beings into dead entities. I am a human being. I am not a legal fiction. But that is not how I am viewed in the system, and neither are you. We are slaves. Our evil masters use their monetary system to maintain the status quo. Where's the love? A little bit later, I'm going to go hear a retired college professor speak at the Mission, and he's talking about conversational skills. He's also given lectures on what he calls compassionate communication. And he is extremely liberal and supports liberal viewpoints. His values are totally different than mine, totally different. He does not believe, I'm not going to, it doesn't matter what he believes. I'm going to go listen because I go to the Mission every week. And it's just something that I do. Although his ideas do not excite me, but the world doesn't excite me anymore. Every day when it's time to prepare my next video, I look at some of the titles that I've written down in the past, and many of them I've thrown away actually. But I think, what can I talk about that's fresh and new? And the truth of the matter is, I don't know that there's anything fresh and new for me to talk about. Even Trump, though he's hated by a certain segment of society, he does things that don't make sense to me either. He surrounds himself with people that are part of the problem. He's certainly not part of the solution. And I've talked about that in other videos, and I'll probably bring it up again in future videos. And I'm not sure where my videos even are going to go, as I've said. I mean, I'm really seriously considering ending this thing after 9 years of making videos every day. Is that going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how much longer I'm going to live. I seem healthy. I do things to make myself, keep myself healthy as I possibly can. And I try to figure out things. I try to find answers and find solutions. But it's like banging my head against a wall. It doesn't accomplish anything. And people say, do something, do something. Well, what do you want me to do? What can any of us do in a system where if we try to do something and speak out, we end up being arrested, or even worse, or maybe it's better, killed? Yeah, the system, the people that run the system don't want people to challenge their enterprise. It's a business to them, a money-making business. But money is the corruption. Money is where everything has been messed around with and where we've been enslaved. It doesn't liberate anybody. It enslaves us. And there are people that go into the various things wanting to make a difference. But they find by personal experience that they cannot challenge the system. That if they try to challenge the system in any way, they get shut down. There are very rare examples where people can succeed in challenging the system and be left alone. Ron Paul to me is an example that can do that. I'm not sure where Cynthia McKinney or Dennis Kucinich are on this. Again, those are Democrats that I supported. You know, it has nothing to do with Republican or Democrat, liberal or conservative. It has to do with who's willing to tell the truth. And telling the truth in a system of lies run by liars is a dangerous occupation. We don't easily win when we're fighting the status quo. We can't overcome an obstacle that is intruding in every aspect of our lives. I mean, yes, I had an international driving permit that was supposed to be good anywhere except in Kenya. Why Kenya? I don't know. I had let my Florida driver's license lapse, so I had to go to jail. I had to pay a bunch of money to get my car back, and they smashed my driver's side window, because I wasn't even gonna, I just cracked the window open just a little bit, and they wanted me to put the whole window down. And they smashed the window and pulled me out of my own car. And again, I had to pay to get my car back. It was my car, paid for. I didn't owe anybody anything on it. But in their system, they own everything. Even if you have a house that has no mortgage on it, they own your house in their minds. It doesn't matter what your mind is. In their minds, they own that house, and they have a right to come and take it anytime you do something like not pay your taxes, for example, which is another criminal thing. But it goes on and on and on and on. Everything has been distorted in the world in which we live. And we have a hard time, if we're trying to get to truth and trying to live with the freedom that we were supposed to be given, the God-given rights that we were supposed to have bestowed upon us. If we try to exercise those rights, the people that run the system don't want that. And they will come against you, if not right away, eventually. That's how it seems to work. And who is responsible for all of this? I thought there was a loving God. I thought by 2012 we were going to have positive changes. I was wrong. People say, no, it was by 2017. There was a 5-year differential. Well, it didn't happen then either. Trump got elected, but he's certainly not drained the swamp yet. He's surrounded himself with swamp creatures. What the heck is going on? And where's the love? Where is the God that is supposed to be a benevolent creator? And why would a benevolent creator allow such travesties to continue on and on and on, generations, centuries, and even millennia? I have these questions, and I face this challenge, and I think we all face it, but most people aren't even aware of what the challenges are because we've been so brainwashed. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.